Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer and I'm playing Lobotomy. Now, the situation is pretty dangerous at the moment. Cthulhu is on space 8 and Arnie is in great danger of dying simply because there are these three monsters here around him, and especially the twins are extremely dangerous here. He already has 10 hit points, so if he takes one more damage, he's dead, and Cthulhu will then move 3 spaces. And yeah, obviously this is something we absolutely have to avoid. So the plan is now, I want to kill this guy. And I'm going to use that. I'm going to use the sledgehammer. And I hope I can kill him with the sledgehammer. It's not going to be that easy. But I hope for the best. If I can kill him, I can use my second action and move out of this space, because these guys are ethereal. But I have to deal quite some damage with that sledgehammer. And that is not enough, I think. Shit. We only did 4 hits. I think we needed 5. Yeah, that's... shit. That sucks. So that means the guy takes 3 damage. And we didn't make it. This is extremely bad. Okay. So what are my options now? Let me see. I could... yeah, there are not many options. I'm gonna use the kitchen knife to finish him off. And yeah, the sledgehammer also takes some damage. So that was not good at all. So let's use the kitchen knife. That is just good enough. We can modify this again. So now this guy is dead. Okay, that's not bad, but in the end it's not good enough, I'm afraid. Okay. So now it doesn't help at all that I have the option to move out. I cannot use my ability and lose one sanity, obviously, because yeah, then I would be dead. So now Dale somehow he somehow has to manage all these problems. Shit. Okay, so I'm gonna run. Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm gonna activate this thing, and I've already placed an extra wound here to do this acrobation action. So I end up here, and so that allows me to stay there now. Problem is, I'm not allowed to trade with him Even if I would spend my fluoxetine now to get an extra action, I can only do this I could only use this action for movement, because if I'm running, all actions of the turn have to be used for movement. So that isn't that great. Can the doctor get there? That's the interesting question now. There might be an option there. So here's the thing. If I can manage to restore the personal only, and I could do this with my enigma, I can get there. But let's see, it's not easy. So I roll 3 dice. At the moment I have a 9 imagination value. So I need an 11 with 3 dice to get to that 20. And then I can do the personal only. But this is tough. Let's see if I can do that. And I didn't. Okay, that sucks, obviously. So now I'm in quite some trouble here. Okay, so I think the only thing I can actually do is I can try to use the evacuation plan a second time. Or maybe it's not even necessary. Let me see, I can move here. So I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. And I think okay, I'm going to use this evacuation plan, and I'm going to move an additional space to share the space now with my friends here. And then I'm going to get another wound. And I'm going to try to heal Arnie, so he can remove 2 wounds. Okay. And yeah, now we have a nice family meeting here. Okay. This is pretty much it for now. That's all I can do, I guess. Okay, now it's the enemies. And that's not a good thing. So we're going to move with this guy in here. These move here. Well, before we do that, actually, we got to draw a card. No event. That's a good thing. So Cthulhu is now at space number 9. It's getting more and more dangerous here. And we see now an attack. So what is happening is that Dale will use the tantrum thing. That means all monsters will attack him. And the elite monsters start. Okay. So that means that the twins roll 6 dice. They have a critical strike. That means each 6 is 2 damage. And the defense is worth nothing. I think I want to use the avoidance. I mean, maybe it helps. It's gonna be hard anyway. So let's see. Oh gosh. Wow. That alone is 6 damage. Fuck. Okay, 6 damage. That means I can roll now 6 die. And if I roll for each damage, and a 4 or higher saves me. Otherwise things are looking ugly. Okay, so that means I only take 3 damage. So that was definitely worth it, I guess. So I'm now at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then they attack a second time. This time with 5 dice. And my defense is again ignored. Okay, now that wasn't that bad. Only 2 damage. No, actually this is not a critical one. So it's just a single damage. Let's see if I can prevent that. Yes, I can. Okay, and now the other guy will attack me with 6 dice. Because he gets an additional one. Because of this overwhelming thing. Okay, so 6 dice, 5 or 6 is a hit. Okay, 2 hits. Maybe we can avoid these, and we can't. Yeah, that's not that great, because that kills us. However, now I'm going to discard the red shirt. That means, basically, I don't suffer negative consequences. I think this is reduced now. All the damage goes away. This goes down to 0. Let me see. I think one of my items, or all of them, I'm not sure. That's kind of interesting. Let me see what happens actually. Here, death. Recover all health and 2 sanity points. All items in the inventory lose 1 durability or a charge. Move the warden forward 3 times during the final clash. Death is permanent. I wonder if that also applies to these suckers. Find that a little odd. I mean, it's not... Is that a charge? It's hard to tell. I have a feeling like that should not be the case. I think I would only use... That should only apply to these items here with this specific symbol. Let me see. Yeah, actually the keyword charge is only used when it comes to these specific hammer symbols or whatever, but not when it comes to this bottle symbol. So I think it is cool, and I think it also makes a little more sense that I well, I could, by the way, I could have used my human skin mask. You know what? I completely forgot about that. I think I want to do that. That is clearly cool. I'm going to use my human skin mask. So that means I will actually be at 6 damage. I can keep the shirt. And well, this guy was a 2 insomnia, I think. And the human skin mask goes away. That's definitely better. In this way, I still have that shirt option, which is definitely awesome. Okay, so it seems like I kind of survived this turn for now. And maybe then later we can use this guy to heal, for example. His Holy Nova in the next turn would, for example, allow all of us to recover. Things like that could be pretty useful. And by the way, I forgot to spawn a mental patient and a scavenger from here. Okay. So it's Dale now. And he can now use the blade equilibrist, or equilibrist. And that's absolutely awesome because, first of all, he can attack twice. And this is exactly what we need to kill the twins, because this is holy. So that means that the defense of the twins is ignored, it's 0. This knocks them down. And, oh, wait a minute, what does that mean? The enemy is stunned. 0 defense, 0 avoidance. And they lose an action to get up in the next turn. That's absolutely awesome. Okay, so let's do this. We got 6 dice. And yeah, let's hope for the best here. Oh shit. Wow, was that bad. And actually, I forgot to use that one. I wanted to use this one, obviously. And I will still do it afterward. It doesn't change a lot, but gives me a +1 to attack rolls for this turn. So I'm going to use that. But yeah, it doesn't change anything. So it's 2 hits. But okay, at least these guys are now stunned. And they take 2 damage. Okay. Now let's try this again. Maybe this time, a second time, we're doing a little better. And we are, yes, definitely. These are 4 hits now because we got that +1 and twice a 6. So that means, oh, actually, during the first time they could have had avoidance. We did 3. How much damage did we do? Shit. 2 or 3. I think it was 2, right? So let's roll a die. So they couldn't avoid that. Okay, so that's now 4 more. So that means they are now at 7. Yes, is that true? Yeah, they are now at 7. So they need 1 more damage to be killed. Well, okay, let's see. I got more actions. So I got 1 more action. And I'm gonna use now my gas pipe. Well, I can do it with my bare hands, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117 that should be possible. Yeah, I think I can do that. Oops. So yeah, but that's already a 5. That's good enough. They don't have avoidance, they don't have defense. So that means the twins are killed. This was an elite monster, so we can now move these, or move this guy back 1 space. And that was pretty good. Now we still have the mental patient on the space. Okay, so let me see, we got this guy's at 0, 0, these go all down 1 space, and I think, shit, that was probably also at, I don't know if it was at 1, but I think it wasn't at, yeah, whatever. Okay, now we have to use the enigma at that point. And that was bad. So let me see. First of all, I'm gonna take another damage. Can I do that? Yes. To heal 2 from Arnie. Then, as my first action, I'm gonna use this to heal 2 from all characters within 2 spaces. So now we're actually all in a fairly good shape. Maybe the most problems has markers at that point. And now we gotta kill this guy somehow. I wonder... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna use my lobotomy spike. 4 dice. But I think before I do this... Well, I used 1 action now, so now I'm going to use the lobotomy spike, and that wasn't great, but I got a 6, and the 6 allow me to add an attack die. Okay, so these are then 3 hits. The guy has 1 defense, so he takes 2 damage. Sadly, my lobotomy spike got stuck in his head, so there it goes. The 4 use or the 4 durability are gone here. And now I got 1 more action, and I think actually I wanna trade. I mean, well, there is this guy here. He will be in this space next turn, but I think I gotta live with that. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I want to trade the clue tokens and give them to him. And now I could use this opportunity and take... Yeah, I think I want to take the red shirt and then give it again to Arnie, because he's the one who takes all the hits. And yeah, okay, that's it. These were my 3 actions. Yes. And then it's Arnie. He uses the kitchen knife and tries to kill this guy, but before that we can bring this to a 0. This goes down 1 space. Okay, so yeah, he uses the kitchen knife. That was pretty good. That is enough. So this guy is dead. And that means I can bring this down by 1 space. What is it I'm going to do now? I got one more action with Arnie. I could move here if I want to and face these 2 guys, but then I don't know if I really want to do that, to be honest. Probably not. Honestly, I don't know what to do with him, so it seems I actually do lose an action here. Yeah, that's not great, but okay. So we come then to the movement phase. And we'll find another clue token. Compelling power. Characters can use 1 sanity to gain 1 shield for this turn, or +1 to attack rolls for next turn. I don't know, I mean, he could do it, but I think it's not necessary. So then we're gonna move the guys, spawn a clue token. Let's see where that shows up. I can do that on camera. That's a 3 and a 6. That's pretty good. This is here, so I definitely want to move in this area. Maybe I should have taken Arnie with me, but then, no, that's not a good idea. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go here, and sadly I have to open 2 doors to get here into the garden, but there are 3 clue tokens, which is absolutely awesome. And there are also lockers. So if I can grab 2 of these clue tokens, search that locker here or this one, I have a good chance to find my last piece of the map. So we were kind of lucky. The spawns were back there and here. So that's cool. This lower area here is still completely clean, but of course we got tons of monsters showing up here. Anyway, we will see 1 attack by the scavenger here. And now let me see who they're gonna attack. I think they're gonna go for the guy with the weakest defense, if I'm not mistaken. That would be the doctor. Priority. Blah 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 blah. That's not it. Target, there we go. The one with the lowest defense. Yeah, okay. So they're gonna go for the doctor. I think in this case I want to let Arnie use the flex action. So they're gonna attack him. He's got a +1 defense, and well, of course, against the scavenger, because of the precision, if he rolls a 6, the defense is ignored. So let's hope for the best here. Okay, so that means he takes 1 damage. And that's it. That's it. So now it's Marcus. And, Oh yeah, this goes down. First I got to use my enigma machine. So I want to roll an 11. And oh wow, that's a roll. Pretty good. So it worked out. That means I can bring this, I can reduce that to 0. That's very cool. Then the machine goes to Arnie. That's not cool at all, because I'm afraid this guy, I don't know if he can even read. So he's going to be very lucky if he uses that thing. He's got a 6. So he's got to roll a 14 on 3 dice. It's possible, but it's tough. And the problem is you cannot trade this thing. So he's going to keep it until he is successful. Which is not possible though. That is interesting. Because he's got 4 items. That's interesting. What does that mean? It probably means that he has to discard an item. Which kind of sucks. But that would just make sense. Now the question is, I mean, he could discard the club. He could also discard the enigma, thinking, hey, that's not going to work anyway for me. So, I mean, what are the odds? If I roll, I got an imagination of 6 now. Shit. I don't know. But yeah, you know, I think I want to get rid of the club instead. So what is it I gotta roll? 6? So I gotta roll a 14. That's a lot, man. That's not gonna happen, huh? That's not gonna happen. I mean, it gives me a +1. That's worth something. But I really wonder... You know, I think I'm actually gonna discard the enigma. I think this is not useful at all. This guy has a 6. This guy has a 6. It's cool if you have players who have a strong... imagination, but it sucks if you don't. And in this case, I don't think I want to keep that thing. The club, you could argue, okay, it is already down with 3 usage and all, but then again, wait a minute, the sledgehammer is destroyed. Ah, shit, look at that. The sledgehammer is already destroyed. I didn't see that. Okay, well then, I can actually keep the enigma, of course. I didn't see that. That's a shame. It really is. Okay, there it goes. So we don't exactly have a lot of weapons. I mean, The kitchen knife is very useful. But this guy doesn't have a weapon at all. But okay, he's got his cool special attacks and all. And that's exactly the question. Do I want to use these suckers or not? Now I have a feeling like I'm not going to be able to use those anyway. So yeah, I think what I want to do is, first I'm going to use this. So everybody of us gets rid of 2 wounds. That's awesome. And then I think, I mean, yes, okay, why not? I mean, do I want to use that one? It's pretty potent. I could deal a lot of damage with that. But then I'm thinking about, hey, maybe I'm going to need this stuff later on against the final enemy or something. But on the other hand, maybe he's better. Yeah, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna use that. The dragon breath. And I'm gonna use this area attack. And I mean, I got 2, 3, 5. So I got 20 dice here. Okay, I mean, we come to the point where it's impossible to hold them all in my hand. So I'm gonna take 10 here. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, these are 10 dice. 2, 4, 6. No, that's not true. 2, 4, 6. Yes, there. These are 10 dice. That is fire, so that means the defense is reduced by 1. Okay, this is absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's great, but it doesn't help a ton if you only have a 5+. So therefore, I did only 2 damage. Which sucks, obviously. Oh boy. Yeah, okay. I give the 2 I mean, I have to give 1 to this guy, and I can do 1 damage to this guy. I cannot... I mean, I have to kind of distribute it. At least each character has to take 1 damage. And in this case, I can only do these 2. Oh no, that's actually not true. I have 10 more dice. Holy shit, I nearly forgot about that. So maybe I can do a little bit better with the second roll. And yes, hey, that's pretty awesome. I got 4 more damage. That's kind of cool. That means that 1, 2, 3. Every one of these guys also takes a damage. And then I can choose 1 who takes the rest. Hard to tell. So I think I'm going to give this guy another one then. And now I kind of don't know how many actions I actually used. Do I want to use the personnel only? I think I want to do that. I think I have 1 more action, right? I mean, what did I do now? I did the Holy Nova. I did the attack, and that attack was actually for free, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, I see. So I think I have 2 more actions left. So I can use my bare hands trying to kill this guy. He just needs 1 more hit. No, he just needs 1 more hit. So maybe I can do it. And I couldn't. Shit. Fuck. Okay, so I got 1 action left, and now I'm gonna use my personnel only. Sorry, I just had to kill a few children. So we come back to this, the personnel only, and that means I can move 3 spaces and I can ignore monsters. So that is 1. Yeah, I cannot go here because then I would get attacked right away by these guys. So I probably gotta move down somehow and use this entrance. That also would come with the advantage that I don't have to open this door. So it's 1, 2... Well, actually, I could move through here and grab these 2 clue tokens. And then maybe trade them with the other guy. Huh. That's a neat idea. I think I want to do that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that brings me here. And so let's continue then. It's Arnie, and he can use again his Shockwave. Question is, does he want to? It's an interesting question. Maybe it's not necessary to do that. I mean, but yeah, why not? I mean, I think it can't hurt. And the flex goes down 1 space. So he uses his Shockwave, and we've got 4 dice, so that means again 20 dice. And that should do a lot of damage actually. So again we start here like this. Oh boy, was that bad. 4 times a 1, but okay. I mean, yeah. So that means we did... That were 10 dice. Yeah, we did 5 damage. And then I'm going to roll again. That wasn't great either, but it was okay. We did 5 damage and 7 more. So overall that's 12 damage. So let's see. First this guy gets killed. Is that the way I want to do it? Well, yes, he has to take 1 damage. So he gets killed. Then I gotta give him 1 damage. That's the second one. The third one, this damage is not taken actually because he has got a defense. The fourth one and the fifth one. Okay, so I got now 7 more damage to distribute. So that means I can give this guy 1, so I'm down to 6 damage. And let me see, I could kill the nurse. And I think I want to do that. That costs me 4 damage. And then I got 2 more. And I can give... hard to tell. I think I'm going to give every one of these guys 1. Okay, cool. Does that make sense? You know what? I want to give one guy 3, the other one has 1. Okay, that means that I can bring this down again by 1 space. And then I have 1 more action left. And I'm going to use this to move him here. Okay, nice. And then it's Dale Walker. And he will now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He simply runs here. And that's all he does. Okay, we definitely don't want a double activation here. So we're going to draw that one, and we were lucky again. No event. However, Cthulhu moves one space. So he goes to 10. And then we can spawn one of these, one of the shrines. That's a 1 and a 2. There are not many left, actually. So this shrine ends up here, and then we're gonna spawn a patient and a scavenger. Again, we were kind of lucky. The monsters spawned up there, so it's not that bad. Now, Arnie starts the next round, and yeah, we can bring these down. He can use the enigma. Maybe he thinks that it's a piano or something. I wonder what he's doing with this. I'm pretty sure he cannot deal with it, and yeah, obviously. No chance here. Then, yeah, he's got his 2 actions, and I don't see any reason for a fight here. So he's just going to move. Well, actually, he could even move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives him this additional, yeah, he can run. So he's now here. That's pretty cool. Dale, he's gonna open the door, and that kind of sucks. Yeah, okay, that wasn't great. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, fuck. But that's life. I'm gonna spend my last 2 tokens to simply try to destroy the door. There's nothing else I can do. That was kind of unlucky here, but okay. Yeah, it's still gonna take a while. I mean, maybe that isn't such a great idea. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna move an additional space here, and then I'm gonna open that door. I should have maybe done that before. I wonder if I should search this. Wait a minute. So I opened the door. That was my first action, okay? Now as a second action, I opened this door. No, I moved here. But okay. The door is empty, and I think that's it then. So that was good. I was lucky here. And it's tempting to search this thing, and I think I want to do that in the next turn, though. And then the doctor will take 1 token, move, take another clue token. That's it. He's got 2 clues now. So in the next turn he can also run for the others, and then maybe trade with him the clues, so that it should be a pretty safe action then if he searches the locker. Okay, that's it. Not too many things happened now, and we draw the next card. And again, no event. However, we'll see another elite monster showing up. That can be also an opportunity to bring Cthulhu back 1 space if the guy isn't too strong. But yeah, elite monsters are usually a problem. So this is a 4 and an 11. That's our next shrine. I think it's the last one. So that shrine will appear here. And then we're going to spawn mental patient. That's a 4 and a 9. So that is also not exactly our problem, but before I'm going to spawn that guy, well, I'm going to place him already here. Ah, shit, I forgot to move this guy earlier on, so I think he should be here at least. So I'm going to move the other guys now. So he moves one space. I'm going to start up here, 1 space, 2 spaces. I'm going to do that off camera. Okay, sadly here a scavenger showed up. And this guy is also not too far, so there will be still some threat going on here. But okay. So then it's Dale again. So this goes down, this goes down, and this goes down 1 space. Oh, I forgot to spawn an elite monster. And I'm simply going to roll a die. I think we have 9 possible options. That's not... Okay, that's number 3. So let's say the twins were number 1. Then we got the orderly, and the next one is a nun. Okay. Holy shit. She's tough too. She's really tough. She can also move through spaces. She's ethereal. We got a fuck it. A 3 and a 2. That was bad luck. So here is our nun. Pretty possessed. And of course she shows exactly up here. That's a problem. That is definitely a big problem. So we got to deal with her, and I mean, I don't know, maybe not. There's still a locker here. Now if I make a run for it with him, if I move him back here and somehow manage to meet with him, and that shouldn't be too hard, maybe that's actually easier than fighting all these suckers. We will have to deal with the nun. We'll probably have to meet the scavenger here. And this guy is also fairly close. How bad is the nun? I mean, she has 7 life points. And she has 2 defense. She's bad. She definitely is bad. On the other hand, I mean, hard to tell. It really is hard to tell. I don't know. Arnie can take, let's say he does 3 attacks, taking an action, but he has to move on her space. I don't know, man. That's tough. Maybe it's really the easier way simply to run with him. He can be damn fast. He can take 2 extra spaces when he loses 1 life point. So it's probably the better idea if I go that way. Yeah, okay. I guess we're gonna move that way. So, yeah, he can partly ignore monsters, so that could be pretty awesome. I think that makes more sense. So I'm gonna run with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That brings me here. Marcus will move 2 spaces. 1, 2. And then he will trade as his last action and give him these 2 clue tokens. Maybe I should have done something like that from the beginning on, but it's always hard to say. And then it's Arnie. I gotta take care of this nun. I could go here, search this thing. But then I'd probably get cornered. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. I don't know how dangerous that is though, because if I manage to search somewhere a locker, I can escape anywhere if I search this thing successfully. However, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this guy is 7 from here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that means he will move in this direction. That's the fastest way for him. So we can try to run that way instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's looking good. I think I can outrun him. On the other hand, there are these guys, which kind of sucks. They will probably come my way. Okay, but I gotta deal with this somehow. As long as it's only these 2, I think I can manage that. So what is Arnie gonna do now? That's the big question here. Okay, before he does anything, he uses the enigma. That's actually pretty good, but I think it's not good enough. Sadly, it was close. That's an 11, a 12. Yeah, he needed 2 more. That was a little bit... Okay, but shit happens. So, and then... It's really tempting to search this thing. I think I want to do it. Damn, I'm just too tempted. Yeah, I want to go there. Yeah, I mean, the other guys have the time. The doctor, he can run into this area here, and they won't be that fast. And I think they can do it. And I think I want to go here and search the body. Okay, that's some equipment. That's toolkit. That sounds cool. Cost 1 action. Recover 2 to a weapon. Can be also used on a friendly character's weapons on the same space. That's awesome. It's a little bit of a shame that well, actually... I think these should go down 1 space, right? Damn, I don't know that. Maybe not. I have no fucking idea. I'm gonna leave them there for now. Okay, now I get rid of the enigma. It sucks anyway. And yeah, so that is kind of cool. It's a shame that my sledgehammer is already gone. But okay. And then I have another... Do I have another action? No, I don't. I could move here if I take another wound to make sure that the nun will not attack me. However, I don't think I want to do that. How many actions does she have? 1 action. Okay, that's not so bad then. So I guess I'm done here, and then we see what the monsters do. Okay, the bad thing is that Cthulhu moves again. That brings him already on space 11. That's going to be very, very close. Oh, fuck. That's a 1 and an 8 for the memory shrine, which we don't have anymore. Okay, so I'm not going to spawn another one. I'm out of symbols here. And then I got to move my guys, but this guy moves now to 11. Maybe I should attack the nun and move him back one space. I don't know that. Okay, so I'm going to move the monsters now, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So actually the guys will go here, and they won't go straight in this direction, which is cool. And this guy also goes 1, 2 spaces. He moves in here. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they're going to move this way. I mean, of course, I move them in the way that it fits me best. The nun goes here. This guy, he moves 1, 2 spaces. So he's here. This guy moves 1, 2 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he's got to go this way, which is a shame. Then we have them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to move them in this direction then, and not. I could have also moved them here into the cell because they can move through walls. Okay. This guy goes down here, and that guy has to go here first. Okay. And then we're going to spawn more monsters. We find 2 mental patients. That is 3 and 6. So, shit. Wait a minute. No, he shows up here, actually. So I guess it was a good idea that we didn't go here. Now this is all full of monsters, and we have a 1 and a 4. And that's okay. I mean, he's got to go out here. So it will take a while until he comes to this room here. Of course, this has to work. If we fuck this up, we have a problem. The next locker would be then here, and then we got to open the door and all. So we'll see. Okay, so then it's Marcus. And I think these 2 guys will simply run together. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so it's 1. Can he do something else? Maybe he finds he can do something else which is useful, but I don't think so, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to move there. And this guy moves. Wait a minute, he goes after him. And of course we are allowed to reduce our cooldowns here by 1 space. Yeah, and then it's him. So these go down all 1 space, which is good. Because then, if it comes to this final clash, we will be in a very good shape here. And then I gotta move. Yeah. Gosh. I think I might also run. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could run here. Yeah, that's probably the best idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just to make sure that if these suckers get activated twice, I think I want to take another damage here and take another action. So I want to move in here, I guess. Then it's not going to be that bad, even if they go all 2 spaces. Yeah, I think that's okay. And shit, I kind of messed this up. I think this guy had actually 3 damage. Or was it him? I think it was actually him. He was at 3 damage. Yeah. He was here hit by the shockwave and then took 3 damage. Okay. So then it's him, and he can now move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will allow him to take 1 wound, so that he can move 2 more spaces, which brings him here. Okay, so in the next turn we then can search the locker. Oh boy. So that's interesting. No event, but a boss will spawn because of this. Now in a way, we were lucky here, because if we had drawn this later, Cthulhu would have moved. Because during my clash, every time you draw a red card, Cthulhu moves 1 space, or a card with a red star. Anyway, he moves 1 space. So he's now at 12, which means if he moves again, the game is over. So let's see. So the boss will actually only spawn on a 1 to 3. So let's see. Okay. So we got 14. Let me find my 30-sider. Okay, so we're going to use this one, and I'm going to divide it by 2. So it's number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is Nemesis. And I think she's not that bad, or he. Okay, so there we go. This is Nemesis. And well, I think it doesn't look too impressive, but it's kind of neat. But compared to some other bosses, and we'll see where it spawns. So that is a 4 and a 6. Okay, that's pretty good because that's really far away. Now the funny thing is, and that's a pretty awesome character or monster, because now every character has to roll a die, or we can also, I mean, we can determine randomly who. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's Arnie's Nemesis. That means that character or that monster will only go after Arnie. He's got the same statistics as Arnie. The other characters don't sense it, so they cannot attack it, they can move through it, they can completely ignore it. In addition to that, let me see. What does that mean? That's kind of strange. Plus weapon. It has the same statistics as Arnold, improved by 1. Now what I find, and it's gonna take 2 attacks if it attacks. And that seems a little different than that one we have here, actually. In the rulebook it seems a little different, because here you roll 2 dice, and it says 3 dice plus a weapon of the character or an unused skill card. In the rulebook it says both attacks will happen. Hard to tell. Well, I mean, I kind of prefer that one. Maybe I'm going to use this one. It's bad enough. So I'm going to use that one for the future. In this case, luckily, because Nemesis is fairly slow, we're sure there is not going to be a fight between the two. But it's definitely an interesting character here. Okay, so or an interesting boss. Now it's Arnold, and well, I'm simply going to move 2 spaces here. It doesn't really matter. I can relax all my weapons or all my cards, and now it's Dale Walker, and this is now the important thing. Dale takes another damage so that he's allowed to jump over this monster here. So he goes here, and that was basically no action. So now he can use his action, and he needs 3 successes. I mean, it's not sure that we can do that. So if we don't, it kind of sucks, because then he's trapped here in this room and things might get ugly, apart from the fact that Cthulhu is only 1 space away from the end here. So let's see, we're going to roll all these dice and hope for the best. Now we need at least 3 successes, and we got them just barely. We exactly have our 3 successes here. Okay, that's pretty awesome. That means we get our 3rd part of the map. In addition to that, we're allowed to draw another artifact. These are Amazon braces. For every point of damage dealt to you by a monster, roll a d6. If you roll a 6, that damage is dealt to the attacking monster instead. And it's an armor. Well, it's not bad, but okay. There are definitely better ones. Anyway, so we managed to do that. That means at this moment, this game stops. Okay, it's just over. And it also means that I'm gonna put it away. I will remember that he is on a 12 space. So I'm probably gonna keep this part of the board left, but I'm going to remove all the other stuff because we're not going to need it anymore at that point. I will choose 2 characters because maybe there is a way to do 3, but I don't think so. The rules are from the deep say that only half the party is allowed to enter the deeps. I gotta test this a little more. Maybe it makes sense to take them all with me. I don't know. For now, I'm gonna only choose 2 characters to do the fighting. And by the way, this is removed here. And this goes down 1 space. And I think... yeah, I think I'm gonna go here with Dale and Arnie probably. But first I wanna check the challenge. Maybe it's something where you need clever people, and then I'm going to send Marcus, of course. And by the way, I think I'm going to load this up here. So that was his turn. So Marcus, that's kind of tricky now. I'm not sure how I should do that now. Should I start a new round, or should I allow Marcus a last action? Depends on if I take him with me or not. If I take him with me, I will give him 1 more action. Otherwise, I'm gonna stop this here, but I'm going to draw the next movement card, because if it's a red star, the game is over anyway. So let's see. And it isn't. Okay, so I'm going to keep that card here. I'm going to upload this now, and then I'll see you on the next video or on lonesomegamer.com. Bye.